Oh, you made it back again. We about to go off today on what we just watched. We watched Barcelona just pick up a point they did not deserve. I mean, it was crazy. We watched Rayo Vallecano actually get robbed in real time in 2025. So what's up, you guys? How you guys doing tonight? Man, I don't know what I just witnessed. I don't know what's going on with La Liga. They say blame the pitch. They say blame Tevez. Man. So it was a great game. It was just ruined by a poor call due to the ref. This is a problem in La Liga. They continue to have this problem and continue to, you know, destroy good games by making horrendous calls. So man, but you know what happened? Barcelona dropped points. Real Madrid on top. You know, I look to my left. I look to my right. I see I see Bilbao right next to me on my left. Right? I look right. I don't see nobody, bro. I, I have to look down to see Barcelona. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. Um, do I feel like it was corruption? No. The time that VAR was down, it's hard to explain. It's just when you have a situation like that go down, and then you have a penalty. This is why VAR needs to be up all the time, because every penalty needs to be revised. Every penalty needs to be looked at, double checked twice, cross the T's, dot the I's on it. And we won't be in a situation like this. We won't get these type of calls. We won't get these type of outcomes, and everybody wins. But that didn't happen. Rayo Vallecano really put on a good performance. And Rayo Vallecano better watch out, because they didn't just expose Barcelona's high line. They exposed Spain's national team right here, man. This is Spain's national team. Pretty much, man. Eight of Barcelona dudes is gonna go play for Spain's national team. So what Rayo Vallecano did, hey, they better watch out walking the streets of Madrid, because hey, that how they played that high line was genius. They had pretty much their fullbacks, pretty much crossing the ball all the way to the wing, keeping their striker offsides on purpose as the left and right wing ran down the lines, beating them. The striker's already in a position to win. They're passing up their striker, crossing it in. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Seeing that just let me know a lot. Pretty much, what I got from that was, there's anything, teams could break down this team. Barcelona is not the same team. Once they lost Igor Martinez, I already knew he was the toughest dude in their whole back line. It wasn't Kobarsi. Kunde got injured. And that's all I got to say about that. Like, Igor Martinez was the heart and soul of that back line, our Barcelona back line. And every time Mbappe was, in a position to score, guess who was there? Igor Martinez. He was always there, dude. He was a dog. And for them to lose him on a free says a lot. This is why I keep telling people, and I keep mentioning this. Real Madrid doesn't need to be better than Barcelona. We just need to be better than the Real Madrid we seen last season. If we can do that, we won. It's over. I'm telling you. Because we lost last season by what? 8 points? You know, it's not like we were so behind Barcelona that, and their form last season was crazy. They look, it's a lot of content creators that say Barcelona was the best looking team, in which there was. Their attack was beautiful, their through balls, the way they played around defenders, the way Lamine Yamal opened up the game. It was something beautiful to watch. But that being said, all you did was get film. Now they got tape. Your opponents got tape on you. We know what you're gonna do. You're gonna cross it left. You're gonna hit me with the hizzy, cut in, and shoot it on your left foot. We know Koundé gonna be running in from the wing to help Lamine Yamal, and you're gonna be dumping the ball off. But something's going on with Barcelona. I think this transfer window wasn't the best for him. They picked up Marcus Rashford from Man United, and they thought that was a great pick. I didn't see it. I don't see where Barcelona got better this season. I don't see how they got better this season in the transfer window. I just don't see it, and now after the Rayo Vallecano game came and went, teams better utilize how Rayo Vallecano broke down that high line. Hey, bro, stay on the wings. We're gonna cross the ball into you, bro. Burn the dude on the outside. Burn Balde. Burn Koundé. And I'm gonna be standing right there at the top of the box in a natural 9 position and waiting on you, bro. I'm gonna be waiting on that chance, that opportunity to score. And guess what? When if Izzy was a better striker, bro, that game wouldn't even been close. Rayo missed a lot of clear chances, easy, tap-ins they could have hit. And just that being the case, it says a lot, dude. It opens up. This season is a new season, bro. Liverpool, man, they just got Isak, bro. I think they realize, I think they realize they're in the same position as Barcelona, that they're not gonna have a breakout season, bro. I don't think. Oh, hold on, chat. I don't think Liverpool is counting on Mo Salah again. I don't think they see what he's not gonna have a 40 plus GA again. It's not happening, bro. Mo Salah is just not gonna do it, bro. So it was big for them to add Alexander Isak. I see Liverpool winning the league, but they didn't sit around and make the same mistake as Barcelona did. They seen room for improvement, and they did it. They took it. They made the most of it. They looked at all different options. When they lost Trent, there was a spot to fill. That was you have to fill that with somebody. They had pulled the wonder kid out of their academy. Rio Namoha. I'm butchering bro's name. I am butchering bro's name. But Barcelona should have took notes. They should have looked at what Liverpool did and tried to make moves. You seen PSG? PSG was trying to make moves, big moves in the transfer window. you know. But I think they just didn't get the players they want because nobody wanted to sit behind, nobody wants to be second string. They want to be starting, dude. I want to make a name for myself. That's why PSG couldn't make big moves. And the crazy thing about it, PSG just won everything, dude. They just won their domestic triple. They won the European triple, bro. They won everything they can win, bro. The only thing they didn't walk away with was the Club World Cup. Chelsea was on smoke. Chelsea was on smoke. Hey, Cole Palmer. Cole Cole Palmer. Shoot. That's one of my favorite drinks. Let me get an Arnold Palmer, bro. A little iced tea, a little lemonade. And then we stir it up. We stir it up. So, I've been seeing it all season. I've been thinking about it all season about that. Barcelona's just, they're not as threatening as they once were. I seen Craig Burley. He was looking crazy, dude. I seen Craig Burley after that penalty. He was Barcelona. It's not. I don't think it's a penalty. Like even Craig Burley starting to see, hey, Barcelona. Like teams got tape. They're training for this. They're training to go against this squad day in, day out. They know Lamine Yamal is gonna, hit you with the shimmy and try to cut in on the left and then kick it with the left foot, bro. They're, Rafinha. What can we say about that fraud, dude? Like, he had a great season last season. I'm not gonna lie, but his problem is consistency. Is he gonna repeat it? Being in the Ballon d'Or conversation. That's if he don't show up, I don't see Barcelona having a chance at all. I don't see them having one chance at all. I don't know how people will say, this is threatening. Dude, like he has to show up. All these top dogs from last season, dude, you got to be consistent, bro. You got to stay on it. You can't just one season I'm having a breakout season, the next season I'm ghosting. That's the hardest thing to be in soccer is consistent, dude. Because last year I seen a gang of people attacking Mbappe, right? A gang of people attacking Mbappe. But what people don't get, when Mbappe came to La Liga, you think they was gonna let Mbappe run around with the title of the best player in the world? Nah, them La Liga defenders hopped on Mbappe's head, bro. Double, triple teaming them. You're not gonna turn up in this league. That was the statement they sent out to the world. We not gonna allow that, bro. We're not going for that. This ain't that type of party, Mbappe. He still ended up turning up. He figured it out. He got his bearings underneath him and pulled up his G-string and handled his, yo. You know what I'm saying? Hold my poodle. And he went out there and he did his thug thizzle. He ran away with the Pinchichi, bro. And but now they say Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. So you're going to have to face that same opposition that Mbappe went through last season, bro. They're going to be coming at you the same way, which he's still a great player because he's only, 18? You know what I'm saying? He's going to be great. But can he evolve his game or is he going to stay stagnant? That is a question, Are we going to get the best of Lamine Yamal? Are we gonna get a stagnant Lamine Yamal, dude? But I see Lamine Yamal doing good, but they are gonna struggle with better teams. You know what I'm saying? The other team's gonna see them and be like, man, we can go at these guys all day. If you had a striker like Harry Kane receiving those crosses, bro, he's cooking. He's cooking, and he's one of many, dude. He's one of many, bro. Like I said, Liverpool got Alexander Isak, bro. He's definitely gonna cook, dude. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, Mo Salah don't got the pace over there no more. He's starting to show his age, but he's still a beast too. He's still a dog too. So That's one. Then you got teams like Chelsea. Chelsea going, hey, the person you got to watch out for is Cole Palmer, bro. He going to cut you up. He going to be sending in them crazy shots from outside the box, them curlers, and you going to be like, what happened? Like he did to PSG. He single-handedly handed took on PSG. You know what I'm saying? It was a team effort. Yeah, defense showed up, but it was all Cole Palmer, dude. So, let's get to the corruption part. Let's get to, was it a penalty or was it not a penalty? When VAR's not there, the ref called it how he seen it. But we're able to see the replays. We're able to look back and see the replays, dude. We're able to, when they replay it was not a penalty. And for those who say it was a penalty, come on, man. Keep it a buck now. That was not a penalty. Oh, I felt it was a penalty. It's not, it don't matter about what you felt. The defender jumped out of the way, got out of Lamine Yamal's way, dude. Lamine Yamal lost the ball, bro, and extended his leg. And the worst part about it is he ran into the path of the defender, dude. I'm telling you, bro, that was not a penalty. And Barcelona got lucky and they ran away with one. They absolutely got lucky and ran away with one. The reactions of saying Barcelona is out, I say we see flaws in their games, and we see these flaws are going to be capitalized by bigger teams. Easy. They're going to be capitalized easy by these bigger teams, and it's, but there's still it's still a dog in a hunt, dude. Like this is just the beginning of La Liga season, bro. It can either get better or worse, for better or for worse. I mean, like so they're married to the league. They either need to make improvements, which I think under Hansi Flick, he's gonna be the catalyst to, for everybody to make those type of improvements and push those players if he can motivate them players. But like I said, hey, Rafinha got to put up Ballon d'Or numbers again. Is that possible? We don't know. And then if that doesn't happen, what do you got? An 18-year-old trying to carry you all the way to La Liga, your domestic triple again, or Champions League? Shoot, all these teams are going to be on smoke anyways. We going into 2026? It's going to be World Cup, man. We going in. That's where certain players turn up. They arrive. They play their brightest, dude. And I just don't see Barcelona winning this league because, like I said, Real Madrid don't have to be better than Barcelona. We have to be better than the Real Madrid that was last season. That's the only people we have to be better than. And if we do that, guess what? We win La Liga. We win that last El Clasico. We don't, going into that last El Clasico, it was 13 mans out there for Barcelona. It was their 12th man, which was their fans. And then it was Lucas Vasquez, bro. Good buddy was playing for the other side. He was playing for the other side, bro. He literally gave the ball away, boom, and then Barcelona straight capitalized off of that. When something like that happens, that's why I already feel like Real Madrid has a chance to win La Liga season, because we don't have Lucas Vasquez. We're not dealing with all these injuries. We got Alvaro Carreras. We got all these new players coming in that's going to make the team way better. We got Dean House, a baller. And a lot of people is shitting on Rudiger, but I think Dean with Rudiger, man, that's the best center back couple, couple in the world, bro. I think that's the line we need to run with. You know what I'm saying? So just just beefing up that defense alone, Real Madrid got better, which is going to give Barcelona problems. You're not going. Rafinha is not going to have his day with Lucas Vasquez. I don't see it happening. He didn't have his day with Vallecano. I just don't see it. Carvajal is that, bro. He ready to go. He trying to tell that young man Trent, hey, this is me. I'm Real Madrid, bro. You know, I'm the fullback on the right. So I'm just thinking about that game, and I'm hearing a lot of things from other content creators. They're not saying what we want to hear, and that's why I'm not trying to push the narrative that it was completely, corrupted. But yeah, it was weird. That was corruption, man. I don't know if the refs felt like, hey, Barcelona can't break this team down. We know they always struggle with Rayo Vallecano, especially in their stadium. I heard a lot of people blaming the pitch. Guess what? Rayo Vallecano played on that very same pitch. It don't matter if it was messed up. You got to show up and show out. You got to be there. You got to be in the game to win it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did. And Rayo Vallecano, to me, should have won that game. That was 1-0. But they did get the penalty, so it was a draw. And Barcelona did drop points. And they're going to continue to drop points because this team is weak. This team is vulnerable. One thing about La Liga, when they smell blood in the water, them sharks is coming. And I ain't talking Fernando Torres, bro. They gonna come, it's smelling like a snack over here, and I'm looking to take a bite. But the crazy thing about it is Barcelona team's still gonna be together over this international break. They're still going to be playing together. They're still going to be doing their duck dizzle because all 8 of those guys on Barcelona's side, that's Spain international team, bro. That's Spain's national team right there. So they might tune it up. It depends on the level of opposition at the same time, but they might shape up. Who knows? Hansi Flick might come out and coach Spain. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to pull this together. We're going to do whatever it takes to pull this together, and we're going to make it happen. Well, yeah, this is your boy Cisco, and, again, we're just waiting for kickoff.